It's Girl School right here on your classic metal show. Something brand new called Come the Revolution. And kicking off the show, brand new Armored Saint with Win Hands Down. And a guy who has basically knocked it out of the park, winning hands down, the pinball champion of Pennsylvania, my good friend Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
I am here, Studio B. I don't even remember how to work all this shit.
Yeah, you're right back at home.
I can't believe it. I'm actually seeing my house for a change.
Right. Well, you've been traveling for the last 2 weeks.
I have.
And you are comfortably seated in Studio B this week.
I am. I actually made a special trip home just so that I could do the show from my normal studio instead of from being out there.
Right. Well, you are well equipped to have Studio C now.
You know what? I am. I just there's still a lot of chaos going on out there, and I just was like, you know what? I want to do it from my comfort zone a little bit this week. Last week was kind of fucky the way it all worked out, and I just wanted to do it from the best location, which right now is Studio B.
Right. Absolutely. Well, we want to apologize to the fans who tuned in later in the show last week. We were having some internet issues.
Yeah, how fun was that?
Yeah, just we had good internet all day long.
Yeah.
And then when we go to do the show, it just starts sputtering and spitting and kicking, and it just wasn't very good, so we just shut the show down early.
Yeah, we just said enough.
Well, by that time, you and I, it was almost like a welcome reprieve. It was just like, okay, It's late already. We're going to gyp the fans at about 2 hours of a normal show, but we gave them 10 hours previous,
Exactly.
with DJ music and performances by Ron Keel and Billy Morse, and Ron joined us on the mic for the first hour and 15 minutes of the show. And,
sure.
You guys got a good full day's worth of entertainment. And Corey seemed to be very pleased with it up until the time that the internet started sputtering out on us.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to issue refunds to everybody that, felt like they're ripped off. I will pay you back triple what you paid to get it. So
Exactly. So last week, a lot of fun. It was a busy day for all involved,
Yeah.
Me included. I mean, I made the trek from the Chicago area to Pittsburgh on Friday. Mm-hmm. Basically missed you at the bar.
Yeah, we like passed on the way. Like you called me as I was going to go to bed.
Right. So I missed you and Ron at the bar. I guess Ron just left the bar when I showed up, and all that was left was Wayne and Ed, and
right.
they were just kind of hanging out there. Said, "Man, you just missed Ron, and Chris just left about 20 minutes ago."
Right.
So I sat and had a couple of drinks with them, and I called it a night myself.
Yeah, well, it's a long day for you, too. You had been going from, 7 in the morning yourself that day.
Yeah, exactly. So it was cool. It was a nice little wind down. Your friend Ed was kind enough to pick up a couple of drinks, picked up the tab.
He likes picking up drinks. That's right.
Yeah. He picked up the tab, and, I only had 2, and, I was staying in the hotel in the same parking lot right there.
Okay, yeah.
So I just went across the parking lot and checked in and, went to bed and up the next morning and picked up Ron and headed up to the Gaming Hall of Fame for the festivities.
It was fun, wasn't it? I mean, the whole day?
Well, you know what? I was so busy with, loading in gear, then setting up everything. And then, Sammy Lee was kind enough to get the CMS shirts, which... Sure. I did not sell a one. Your fans are cheap, man.
Dicks.
Didn't even sell a one. I had the shirts there, all displayed and everything, and
sure.
Not one person bought one. Now, a couple people said, "Oh, those are pretty cool shirts." It's the same thing at any live gig we've ever done.
Yep.
They come over, look, go, "Man, that's a cool looking shirt. How much? $20? Oh yeah, that's a pretty cool shirt."
Yeah. Well, dude, it must translate to any product because literally today we had 10 different people come into the museum, literally drive to the location, park, come in, look around, and then when I told them the price, they were like, they'd look around a little bit and they'd be like, oh, okay, cool. And then they'd leave.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like, what are you fucking doing? You're already here.
Yeah, well, I can't part with that 20.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's my drinking money.
How much did they think they were going to spend? That's the question I always have, like with a shirt or with the location or with anything, with a CD, anytime, even, I mean, you've seen this a million times too at shows where somebody will look at a band CD and then not buy it.
Yeah, it's like $7.
Yeah, it's like, what did they expect the guy to say? Here, take it. It's free. We just want to gift this to you.
Yeah, and how many times have, not that this was the case, but how many times, the times that we have done live remotes, people say, well, if you give me a shirt, I'll wear it in the audience and I'll tell everybody where I got it.
Gee, thanks.
So they're, I'm paying them to be, advertised for me.
Yeah, that's real helpful.
Yeah, that helps me out a lot.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no kidding. So anyway, yeah, but the whole thing was cool. Your friend Wayne, the DJ guy.
Yeah.
Very old school DJ, actually playing vinyl.
Yeah, wasn't that cool?
Yeah, he had 2 turntables and vinyl, and I'm thinking, okay, he's got milk cart crates full of vinyl.
Right.
I've got a hard drive about 6x6.
Right.
And I've got 10,000 albums on there, and you had to cart in 200 albums and 6 milk crates.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not picking on the guy. I appreciate what he did. It's just like, wow, how media has changed.
No, I know. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah. So, but yeah, he did a good job with that. And, he had quite the setup, quite the rig.
Yeah, he did. He had like a large set, like an old school, like what you would think for like a rap fest or something.
Yeah. He had the turntables. He had the lighting. He had the big PA speakers, and then you had a sound guy on top of that.
Yeah, and lava lamps. Don't forget.
Yeah,
the
lava lamps as well. So it brought that cool 70s vibe.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that was cool. And the feed from the board. I guess Corey was. I was monitoring the stream through my iPhone periodically, just to hear it. Mm-hmm. And Corey was monitoring it from his location. And he was just like, man, that is just a clean signal.
Well, that's because it's us.
Yeah. So I was pleased with that. But,
sure.
The night kind of wound down. And I guess what I found interesting, and I get it because of the holiday weekend and, the big festivity of the day was over, that the place almost cleared out by 7:00.
Yeah, it did get empty fast, but not tonight, though. Jesus Christ. My phone, I have my phone set up so every time we run a credit card, I get a notification just so that, I can keep track of those guys while I'm here. And my phone literally like 2 minutes ago just went off.
Right.
So we're still charging people.
Sure.
And the place closes in 35 minutes. So it's like, wow. All right, cool.
Yeah, well, we'll take your cash.
Yeah, I'll take a 10 spot for 30 minutes.
Yeah, come on in and play.
Yeah, play whatever you want.
Right. So, what else was going on last week? That was kind of interesting. My sister and Officer Jim came down.
Yeah, sister came in just to basically say that my business is going to fail miserably.
Well, that's not what she said.
That's what she said.
That's not what she said.
That's what she meant.
Her hope for you was that it'll be a success. It's not what she said.
She's thinking I'm failing.
No, not at all.
And what'd she ask you? Do I have a backup plan?
No, not at all. She was her concern was that it wasn't in a high traffic area like being within the metropolitan area of, say, like Pittsburgh or something,
Well, I'll tell you what, if she wants to fork over the extra $4,000 a month that I would need to rent a place there, I'd be more than happy.
Hey, we get it. We get what overhead's all about.
Because don't think we did not price in downtown Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And downtown Pittsburgh quickly priced us out into the woods a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So
it's actually not a bad location.
It's not a bad location, not at all. I mean, it's right off a major highway that comes in from, northern Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio.
Yeah.
So it is easily accessible from, a couple of 3 states there and some, metropolitan areas. So it's not hard to get to at all.
It's 5 minutes from the airport. It's really not that far from anything. And you know what? It's going to take a little time like anything else, dude. And, but we got some cool things coming. We've got, you know me, I'm reaching out to the bands and I'm trying to get the bands out there. And, well, of one, there's no secret that we're pretty much going to have Dokken out there.
Sure.
In July, but not classic metal at all, but it looks like, and I hope I'm not jinxing myself by saying this, but it looks like we are going to have the Bare Naked Ladies out there too next, and that's a pretty big band to come out and play fucking pinball.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I guess their new album, which I'm not a fan, but their new album is called Silverball, and they're like really hardcore pinball guys.
Okay.
So they're playing Pittsburgh in June, and I reached out to their publicist and said, "Hey, let's work this out." And she was like, "Yeah, let's work that out."
Yeah, it's a nice tie-in.
Yeah. So, well, and look, at this point, I'm reaching for anything.
Right. Absolutely. Well, to be honest with you, I don't think I could even name one Bare Naked Lady song.
They have that song. What is that song? It's been 5 years since you. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you, dude.
Let me see.
It's just a band that
sucks.
Well, I can't even tell you if they suck or not because I know the name of the band, but I don't know their music or anything about them.
Here's their big hit.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me. Saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. I realized.
All right, that's all I can stand.
To be honest with you, I don't even know that song.
You don't know that one?
I don't know. I stopped listening to pop radio 20 years ago.
That's about when that came
Yeah,
out.
well, that's probably when I missed it. Hail and kill, caller, you're on the air. Oh, I guess not.
1998.
Well, again, I stopped listening to commercial radio probably when I started doing the show.
Yeah.
Because I was doing radio. So I wasn't listening to radio.
Yeah, I mean, I can honestly say, I obviously have been working in commercial radio, so I heard a lot of this shit. But, Dave Matthews, it's the same crowd.
Yeah.
Not our crowd, but look, it'll be my crowd for a day.
Yeah, sure. Well, if they can bring people out there, more power to them. You'll be their biggest fan.
Well, you know what? And I don't even care if they bring people out. I just kind of want to have. What I'm trying to set up is I want the location to be kind of a stop for bands.
Right.
I just want it to be like a cool hang for bands that they can come in and play and, and have people know that. And if people know that and their favorite bands in town, they want to meet them, come on over.
Yeah, right. I gotcha.
Simple, easy, not necessarily as a sell as much as, hey, guess who's going to be here? But just, I like the kind of organic thing. You know what I mean? Just let, like the first thing when I talked to Don about it, he was like, "Do you want me to perform?" And I was like, "No, I just want you to come and hang out."
Yeah, sure.
Don't you think that would be more cool?
I think so. It's just like, hey, I stopped at the pinball place and guess who was there?
Yeah. I think there's something cool about it. Well, it's just like even I know he performed, but wasn't it cool just kind of watching Ron playing Atari football or whatever with fans?
Yeah, I saw him out there playing games, the competition games with people.
Yeah, he was just grabbing fans as, hey, you want to play soccer or you want to play track and field or whatever?
Right.
And I thought that was cool. And maybe I'm just a dope for thinking that, but I think people that are fans of his, and then he played them in a game of something that's not, singing the right to rock, I think that's a memory they take home and is kind of fun.
Absolutely.